5. Here tonight, the head is fair game. Yes, let's face it, the hospital's only 2 blocks away, and, well, we do have a Canadian who has free health care. Now, Zachary actually already jousting with a torn right forearm, but again, because Nathan being hurt, he's gone into this joust to take that place. So a nice round of applause for Zach Lovering. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the point structure is this. 1 point for a touch to that target area. 5 points should a knight hit with enough force that it shatters his lance in front of the van plate. The van plate, of course, the handle that they hold on to. Ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, of course, with that solid hit can also come an unhorsing. If a knight is unhorsed here tonight, he will be out of the competition, unless there's a double unhorsing. If there's a double unhorsing, the person that is in the lead at that point, well, he will win that joust and have to remount and go into the finals. Then, of course, if both knights are on the ground and both are tied still, they both have to get up on their horse and have what we call sudden death. Now, ladies and gentlemen, of course, this is elimination rounds. The knights winning the first matches will move on to the finals. The losing knights will go against each other for the bronze here tonight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on the TV show there were minus points. First and foremost, the horses. No one's going to hit one of my horses. The horses are completely safe. Just like back in the Middle Ages, even though the horses had barding and protection on, it was only for show. They were pimping their rides. That's it. Look at my spinners. That's all they were doing. Because it was against the law to strike your opponent's horse. They would be stripped of land and title back then, meaning if you were a knight, you would no longer be a knight, and if you had a castle, you would no longer have a castle. It would go to that owner of that horse. Here today, none of these guys have castles. None of these guys are truly dubbed knights. But if somebody hits one of my horses, they will be disqualified from the competition, taken backstage, and shot. I think that's pretty simple, don't you? All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is, however, 2 other minus points. First and foremost, even though these guys have balls of steel, they're not wearing cups. Therefore, a low hit will be a -5. And as well, ladies and gentlemen, if a knight feels that he's coming off of his horse because of a strike and grabs the horse or the saddle to keep himself on, that will be a -5 points, and the points that he scored will be taken away. Everybody understand? All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is my part to warn you. Please beware. This ain't no dinner show. The lances that these guys use are 100% solid wood. It takes 1,600 to 1,800 pounds of tensile strength, that's pushing the lances end to end, until the lance will actually break and explode. Those exploding lances at that amount of force can then fly towards you, the crowd. So if you see a broken lance piece coming at you, it really is a broken lance piece coming at you. Protect yourselves, hold up your children, and use them as shields. We can make more. Remember, kids, you can be replaced. So behave tonight. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, again, at the end of the show, all the knights will be in the merchandise booth. They'll be there to sign autographs. You can go over there, pet your knight, and see his horse. Whatever. That works too. As well, ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever wanted to know what it's like to ride a real TV star, and I do mean the horses, again, for only $10, you can stick around and ride one of these horses in this arena tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the knights are ready. Zachary Lovering's coming over here to this side. Are you ready for a full contact joust? I said, are you ready for a full contact joust? All right, now remember, the louder you cheer, the harder these knights will hit. And you want a hard-hitting joust, do you not? All right, knights, come about. Knights are set and charging. Here we go. Already broken lance. The Wolfman, 5 points. 1 point only for Matt Hiltman. 1 point only. Knights receiving their lances again. Knights coming about. Knights are set and the crowd goes wild. 1 point to each knight, 1 point only. Right now in the lead, the Wolfman with 6, Matt Hiltman with 2. Knights receive, Knights coming about. Knights set and charging, here we go! Oh! Huge hit! Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Hiltman's lance breaking, but actually behind the band plate. Behind the band plate, only 1 point for a touch. The Wolfman's lance, also 1 point for the touch. Ladies and gentlemen, the score right now, 7-3 in favor of the Wolfman. This, the final pass, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to move on to the finals? Raise your voices, here we go! Oh! 2 huge broken lances, 5 points each! But ladies and gentlemen, winning this joust and moving on to the finals, the Wolfman moving on, ladies and gentlemen. All right, what did you think of that? All right, moving into the list right now, Zach Lovering from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.